guys, and this is Tifel Malti, and today I'm here with a gaming PC build for $877, which is equal to 635 euros and 8 cents. So for our motherboard, I'm gonna be using the MSI Z87 G45 gaming motherboard. So I find it quite a good motherboard. I saw some reviews about it and it's quite powerful for gaming. It's part of the model gaming, and over here you can see written gaming. So it is definitely a gaming motherboard, and for this build I'm gonna try and make this build look like Ferrari-ish. As you can see, there's the black and the red steam, as you can see over here. So this, let me make a slideshow for the pictures. I have some pictures of the motherboards, of this motherboard, not motherboards. Okay, so here's the board itself, and it has 6 SATA over here. Takes 4 slots of DDR3 RAM. It supports up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. Here, as you can see, it has 2 USB 2.0, PS2 for mouse and keyboard. I did a BIOS reset switch, digital in, optical, VGA, DVI, 2 USB 3.0, Ethernet cable, another extra 2 USB 3.0, HDMI, and your whole sound, which is gold plated, as you can see. So this is the rear IO of the card. I mean, not the card, I mean the motherboard, sorry. So it even has the power button on the motherboard, so just in case if you're gonna use it on a test bench, you don't need a switch. You can just use the onboard switch on its own. It has a restart and also to reset the BIOS switch. So next, it is the CPU. So at first I was gonna go for the Core i5, but then I saw a guy whose name is Austin Evans on YouTube. I like to see his videos, and he compared the Core i5 and the Core i3. The Core i5 was obviously the winner, but for example in Metro Last Light, that's the only game which the Core i3 was lost mostly. So there was only like 2% difference in frames per second rate between these two CPUs, and for this build I'm trying to keep the budget as low as possible. So I am gonna go for the Core i3 for this build. You can just go for the Core i5. You will have that extra power, but just for gaming, not video editing, you can go for the Core i3. I highly recommend it. It has a lot of performance. It cannot be overclocked though, but it is 3.4 gigahertz, so I find that enough. So for this build I'm gonna go with the Intel Core i3 4130. Not K. It's important not K, because the K means it can be overclocked. As you can see over here, Core i5, it has the K, so this version of the Core i5 can be overclocked, not this version. All the 4th generation Core i5s can be overclocked. So as I already told you, for this build I'm gonna go with this CPU, the Core i3, since it has a bunch of performance. I will be posting the link of the comparison in the description, and I would try to make the link as a thumbnail. Next, the GPU. So again, as I told you, I'm trying to keep the Ferrari stylish. So this is the MSI cooling made, the MSI cooling for the NVIDIA GTX 760 OC, which it means for overclocking. You can overclock this card since it has the twin Frozr. As you can see, twin Frozr gaming G series. You can overclock it since it has the twin Frozr, as I already said. It has 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. It has 2 for the rear IO, 2 DVI, HDMI, DisplayPort, PCI-Express, and the PCI-Express to connect it to the motherboard. So over here we can see the fans of the twin frozer. I like the style of the graphics card. Here is the rear I/O, the two DVIs, HDMI and standard DisplayPort, and I like the design since it is gonna match with our Ferrari style. Next it is going to be the which should I choose? Okay, let's choose the hard drive. So I just chose one Western Digital Caviar Black 1 terabyte SATA 3 hard drive. So it's a quite fast hard drive, not as fast as an SSD, but it is still gonna be a fast hard drive for our budgeted build. So it's 7200 rotations per minute and it has 64 megabytes of cache. Next in our build, it's the RAM. So for the RAM I chose G.Skill DDR3 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is clocked to 1600 megahertz. So again, trying to keep the Ferrari style. As you can see, there's black and red. These are the cheapest which I find and highly recommended for the Ferrari style, and they are locked to 1600 megahertz, so they're gonna be quite fast for gaming. And you have 8 gigs, plenty of RAM, even for multitasking while gaming. So next it's gonna be the power supply. So I went for the 650 watt Corsair TX 650 watt. So it's an 80 plus bronze certified power supply, which is gonna be powerful enough for our build. You can go up and you can go and buy a 750 watt to even a 850 watt. That's your choice, but you're gonna have that, and you're gonna have extra power which you're not gonna use for these parts. If you're gonna go and overclock the CPU, which you cannot, this Core i3 cannot be overclocked. If you're gonna go for a Core i5 and maybe a liquid cooler, then I would highly recommend for you to get a 750 watt or an 850 watt. But for this build, we're just gonna have one graphics card and we're not gonna overclock. We're gonna use the CPU's cooling fan, which comes with the Intel in the Intel box. So it's gonna be enough of power. We're gonna have extra left for like 200 watts, even 200 watts, 100 watts extra, so you're gonna have enough to put on LEDs with your case. So next in the build, it is gonna be our where is it, case. Here it is. As I told you, I'm trying to keep the Ferrari style, the black and red style. So this is the NZXT Phantom Red 8 full ATX case. As you can see, it's Ferrari style. I really like the color scheme of it. It has plenty of room. Here's the rear. Over here it's been connected to an Asus motherboard, so this is not gonna be how yours is gonna be. It's gonna be how it comes with your motherboard of the MSI. There's that fan over there. It has great wire wire arrangement. I forgot how to say it. Let's just say wire arrangement. It has plenty of room. As I already told you, it has USB 3.0 support, USB 2 doesn't have 2.0, no, USB 3.0 support, and it has gold plated headphone jack and microphone jack. So that's about it in our build. I will put the links in the description, even that video by the comparison of the Intel Core i5 4670K and the Intel Core i3 4130 comparison to see which one you prefer. For this build, I don't recommend overclocking CPUs that much. I kind of like, why should you overclock them? That's why I kind of went for a Core i2 in this build, so you can't overclock. Graphics card on the other side, I do like to overclock them a bit, but not as much. Maybe to get that 5% more boost from them. Not exaggerating, but it will improve the performance, yes. So thanks for watching. Please like the Facebook page, subscribe if you want to receive an email for every month's video which I will upload on gaming PC builds. And over here I'm gonna show you the picture of all the parts which I chose, so you'll have an idea. And that's about it. If you have any questions, just write them in the comments below. I would happy to help. I'm gonna start now trying to get sponsored by companies, so I will be able to give you battles between that hardware and that hardware. So thanks for watching. I will see you most probably next month with another build.